Hello folks. In this video I'm actually trying out a new feature. It's called Ultra HD. I didn't actually notice it before. Ultra HD with I think 60 frame rates, which is a smooth frame rate. It's pretty smooth when I move around and all. Anyways, and I think this will provide a higher resolution and all that, which is pretty cool for me. But it'll take up more space, but I think I'm fine with it for now. I'll just try it out for one video. So in this video, I wanted to talk about AI and robots. Basically, machines in general, right? Let's start off with the first thing that comes to mind. Um, in my office, for example, the the security which is to allow you into the office, it basically does a facial recognition. So that's basically a machine just allowing you to get in, to ensure that it does a facial recognition. Is like, okay, this guy is actually from the company, so you can let them in. So though there is one person standing there, but this is some, like, there are 5 6 of these machines doing a facial recognition and letting people in, and there's a security standing nearby just ensuring that no one messes up with the system, because it's easy to just trespass the system, I think. They're just there to just oversee the whole process, just in case someone does something malicious. So, or if someone needs help. So that's a nice way to actually just do a secure access, allowing someone to access the office, like get into the office and whatnot. Similarly, there's a vending machine. I think everyone has been using vending machine for years now. I don't know when it came first, but machine has been a thing for quite some time. And in India, I haven't seen vending machines so much until recently. Probably I'm not so aware and well aware, but I think last year only I started seeing it. Last year and the previous year end, when I joined a startup, and there they had vending machines to actually give snacks, right? Just a moment, let me actually charge my phone, or else it's gonna die. um, okay, awesome. So this vending machine to give snacks. There was one, and I think there's still one. I got out of the startup though. It was a co-working space, and they had vending machines in 2 3 places over there. Later, I moved to a different company. Here also there's a vending machine. Interestingly, this vending machine and even the other ones that I've noticed, sometimes it doesn't work. And like, for example, here one of my colleagues got pissed off, and they were like, they should just have a person. This vending machine doesn't work. And I'm just thinking, like, no, that doesn't make sense, because they should ideally just fix the vending machine. The vendor should come in and fix the vending machine, because keeping a person is not the solution to this, because it doesn't scale, and it doesn't work. Humans are humans, they are not machines, right? Machines, you just need electricity and they'll just work, and you can put in more money and they can just work, and you can easily scale up. Machines don't need, say, sick leaves, or don't have festivals and whatnot. Humans are humans, right? We are biological beings, we are social beings. For example, if you just put one, say, employee over there, they might feel alone also. They're social beings and all, and they'll need leaves and whatnot. You need to put some other person when they want a leave and they're sick and whatnot. And the only work that they'll be doing will be just to get a snack and then give it to someone and get the money and give back, say, some change and whatnot, if it is given in cash. And then if it is given through, say, something like UPI, Unified Payments Interface, which is a popular thing in India, where you pay digitally. They just check that you have paid digitally and you have really paid it by checking on their side that the payment has been done and has been received, right? A vending machine can do all of this with ease. If it's not doing it well, you fix it, you make it better, right? You don't go back, going backwards and saying just put a person and you will be reliably able to get it. Well, you might be able to get it reliably, yes, but it doesn't work for the business, right? I think ideally jobs like cleaning, cooking, or almost any job that can actually be done by a robot, and which is almost any job I think that humans do, can be done with a robot. Of course, with the help of a human. Like a human can teach the robot. Humans can do that work, is what I feel. A lot of people laugh at me. I think even with this video, probably a lot of people will laugh at me and be like, dude, not every job robots can do. I mean, if you teach the robot, I think it can do it. And if the robots and the software and the AI systems haven't come to that level, they will come to that level, I think. Right? I am looking forward to a future. Maybe it's in a few years, few decades, or a few hundred years, maybe after I'm dead. But I'm looking forward to the future. I'm looking forward to working towards a future where robots do a lot of things and can do a lot of things, and humans can choose to do whatever they want. Right? I want to work towards a future where humans can do whatever they want and are not forced to do jobs that they are not interested to do, and are not forced to do jobs just to earn money, right? They can choose to do whatever they want, even if it's cleaning, cooking, whatever. But they choose to do it. They are not forced to do it, or they are not compelled to do it just because they have to earn for a living. They shouldn't have to do it for that. For example, today I went to the theater and there's a baggage counter. There's a person standing there. The only job of the person is to basically get your baggage or whatever item that you have, and then keep it inside a counter, like some like counter or some location, and then get the some like locker of sorts. Though it doesn't have a lock and all, but just a closed area or open area, whatever. Open area can also be a thing. So they get the number of that thing locker and write it down and then give you a slip. I actually didn't take a picture of the slip, but I could have taken a picture so that if the paper slip is lost, whatever, then I can still have the slip. And that's all. Later I can go back to them, show the slip. They will get the item from the locker and then give it to me. That's all their job is. I think a robot can do this. Something similar to a vending machine, right? A machine can just take your item and just give you a slip or show you a QR code or whatever, and you can take scan it and keep it with you. Of course, this means that you're looking forward to a future where everyone has a smartphone. Smartphones are more accessible, more cheap. Everyone has internet in case this scanning this QR code and going to some URL or whatever requires internet. And people understand using smartphone, understand using internet and whatnot. People have the money to buy smartphone, have the money to use internet and whatnot. There's a lot of things, of course. It comes with its own set of prerequisites, but I'm looking forward to a future where I can just replace some of the jobs that require plain human physical effort with just robots. Like instead of pushing humans to do more and more physical hard work, help them do different kinds of work and help them do whatever they want to do, instead of just doing jobs that won't really, like, for example, how will this person progress to some other level of job? Like how will their career look like? Someone who is working on this job, say at a baggage counter, just taking slips and giving back items, or taking items and then giving slips and whatnot, how will their career look like? I don't know, right? Or someone who's cleaning, how will their career look like? I don't know. Like I would rather just help them skill up and do something else, and ensure that they earn through a different method, and look forward to a future where robots just do the cleaning, right? The same thing for delivering food, right? I don't know what their career looks like, the delivery partners, right? They just do physical hard work. I think companies will also benefit by actually replacing, say, drivers, delivery partners and whatnot, with machines or self-driving cars, self-driving motorcycles and whatnot. I know it sounds a bit too much, but I think that's the way to go. Especially for a country like India, if you think about it, imagine the number of people who are trying to do deliveries, right? Imagine the, like, who are trying to get deliveries. Like, for example, they are trying to order food, they're trying to order groceries, they're trying to order electronic items, they're trying to order their clothes, apparels and whatnot, all kinds of shopping, and then sending parcels from one place to another place, with, say, laptops, keys, medicines, whatever they want to like send within some requirements. Like, it should be less than 5 kg, whatever, like, requirements that companies have, like sending parcels, or transporting their cars from one place to another place, moving their items, just because, like, for example, they are moving houses within the city, across cities, across states, across, countries, say, moving say, goods through ships. I think ships are already a lot of automation, with some level of engineers and engineering. Um, but I don't know. I think even that can be automated a lot with less number of humans in it and more of automation. And I think there's already a lot of automation, because I've seen some companies do some demos where they're using a lot of tech in their ships, and the kind of tech that they use. For example, I remember one tech talk where they mentioned about using this tech called Kubernetes in their ship, and how they use it and all that. Anyways, Kubernetes, I think, or Redis, I forgot. Anyways, so, and how that software and the server is actually isolated and standalone and whatnot. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I think all your pizza deliveries or whatever, like junk food or any kind of food or any kind of delivery or any kind of transportation, can be taken care of by robots. For example, a lot of people are afraid to actually go by buses overnight, because there have been cases of bus accidents at nights, right? The buses go really fast, the drivers go really fast and whatnot, and they have to sleep really well. And some people are sometimes scared that, what if the guy sleeps off? What if the bus can be driven automatically, self-driven buses? What if flights can be driven automatically? I'm sure there are things going on here. I don't know much, but I think this could be better. This way, the companies don't have to rely on, like, bus drivers. For example, I'm in Bangalore. I keep traveling a lot. I notice everywhere signs of this thing saying drivers wanted, because there are more and more people doing ordering things online and getting orders delivered, getting food delivered and whatnot. More and more people, say, sending parcels, more and more people going from one place to another place, transporting themselves, say, within a city through car, motorcycle, auto, and then within a city even through buses, and then across cities through buses, across cities, states and whatnot through flights, and then there is trains and whatnot. I think trains are operated really well, because it's a lot of people, and the number of people who operate it may be less. Like the train operator, I think there must just be one or two or some few, and then the TTR who are checking the tickets, maybe that can be automated and eased out. And then of course, a lot of people who do the cleaning, of course, that can also be automated with robots. I think it must be automated with robots, cleaning work and all. And the people, what will people do? If you ask me, I think people will actually teach these robots on how to do the work, right? And they will also do some work, maybe to learn more about the work, and teach the robots, so that the robots can actually just learn and improve, right? So but how many people do you need to teach robots? Like, if you teach one robot, that can just be replicated, right? That's true. So you probably don't need a lot of people. So what do you do with other people? Well, you see how they can be employed for something else, how they can be actually skilled up, right? How they can do something else, help the company and whatnot. So of course, that's something that we have to think, but that doesn't mean we don't move forward. Just because we don't have an idea for what will happen to the others, or we are scared about that and whatnot, or people who are there in those jobs are scared about, like, what will happen to them, we can't stop progress. This is progress. This is going to happen someday. I am asking, why not sooner? And then solve the problem of, like, what will happen to the redundant jobs, or like people who are going to get fired or laid off. What will happen to them? We'll figure it out. right? Government has to figure it out, companies have to figure it out and see how. I mean, some companies might just be like evil, or like you really can't expect them to be empathetic. I made a video on that. It's fine. Oops. Yeah, so it doesn't make sense to be uh, expecting companies to be empathetic. So they'll just be like, I just need some people to teach the robots, maybe the best people that I know. Other people, please go. Like, no, I don't want you. Some companies might just be like, hey, wait, you can do the job a bit, but after doing the job, teach the robot, make the robot better, keep working on making the robot better, keep helping us making the robot better. Oversee the robots. Like one person can oversee, say, 5 robots or 10 robots. You can make the humans the managers and whatnot, who oversee the robots. 10 robots, then 15, 20 robots and whatnot. Probably they can create robots who oversee other robots, right? Who knows? Like you basically try to understand how to scale, because for say country like India, countries like China, or even smaller countries like US and whatnot, where more and more people are relying on these services like Uber and whatnot, transportation services, delivery services and whatnot. We can't keep hiring more and more people. We can't have more and more people. We can't just expect more and more people to join these kind of jobs, especially when these kind of jobs are mostly exploited by companies, right? You pay them less because you want more profit, regardless of how much money you get from the customer, consumer, user for the delivery and whatnot. You try to optimize the whole what do you say, transportation cost, the whole logistics operational cost and all that, and the salaries, everywhere you want to optimize. So and they can't even scale. If someone takes a day off, uh, you have one less person on the field to do the delivery or to do transportation from one place to another, and they'll also lose money because of that, as in the company and the person who took the day off, because they won't get money because their targets are not met or whatever their way of earning income is. And companies just want more and more people to be hired for doing the deliveries, because there's a lot of demand for deliveries, right? How do you do that much supply? Like if there are 1,000 people, are 100 people or 50 people enough to deliver them, transport them? And then what if there are 10,000 and then more? There are crores and crores of people, right? Billions, millions, billions of people. So how do you serve them, right? To scale up as the population grows and whatnot, I think we need AI robots. And I feel like whatever jobs we think of as menial or doesn't make sense, they can't really progress on the job, or there is no career for them really. They'll just keep being the maid, the cooking maid, the cleaning maid, or the cleaner, or the bus driver or driver, car driver or auto driver or whatever. I think there must be a better way for them to earn more over their lifetime, and those jobs should just be chased by, I mean, those jobs should just be taken up by robots and AI and whatnot, machines, and it should just be scaled up. So for example, the cases where the whole drones were used to do pizza deliveries, I'm not surprised they use drones. It's easy to manufacture electronic items and just scale up, and you can just throw in money and you can scale up very easily. You can't do the same for hiring a workforce. You can throw in money very easily, but people have to be willing to come to you and work for you and stay with you for some time, right? And they are also people, right? So they can't rely on the company, and the company can't rely on the people, because people are people, like they'll need leaves and whatnot, they'll have emotions, of course. Everyone has their own opinions on how things should be. So and there are not enough people also, so they can't just expect like companies can't just expect people to just come and like join them and like for low salaries and do the work really well and everything, right? So companies would rather just throw money and have drones and have machines and AI doing the job, right? And the people can actually find a different way of earning, right? So yeah, I mean, we'll just have to figure out a way for those other people who will lose their jobs. But I think this is what the future is. That's all I had for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.